Hola, de nuevo queridos estudiantes. Hoy tenemos una clase muy importante porque vamos a estudiar dos verbos muy importantes en la lengua española y que se parecen mucho y a veces es difícil poder distinguirlos cuándo usar cada uno. What I might do might sound odd, but don't rush into judgment. Vamos a empezar. So if I say Maria is Spanish, Maria is a Spanish teacher. Maria is hardworking. Maria is married and happy. Maria is in class. Maria is 35 years old. If we analyze these 6 sentences, they all have something in common. Have you guessed it yet? Correct, all sentences are about Maria and using the same verb, which is, the verb to be using is. But what happens when we translate these sentences to Spanish? Is it still the same? Let's see. María es española. María es profesora de español. María es trabajadora. María está casada y feliz. María está en la clase. Y María tiene 35 años. What happened with the same sentence in Spanish? The verb is in Spanish equals 3 different forms. Es, está, and tiene. How? Well, first, don't panic, alright? Languages are not the same. Sometimes they have their own similarities and also sometimes they have their own differences. In Spanish, we have 3 main verbs, which also happen to be irregular. What does that mean? It means that they have to be memorized. I'm sorry. Remember the rule we learned for verbs that end in ar, ir? Well, here we cannot apply it. The 3 conjugations of verbs we just saw, they need to be memorized, okay? And they belong, es belongs to the verbo ser, verb to be. Está belongs to the verbo estar, also to be. And el verbo tener, tiene, belongs to the verb to have. This one we'll learn about it in the coming classes, el verbo tener. Now let's just focus with el verbo ser and estar. Let's begin with el verbo ser, to be. Yo soy, which means I am. Tú eres, you are. Él, ella, he or she is. Nosotros somos, we are. Vosotros o vosotras sois, you are. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son, they are. Now let's take a look. El verbo estar. Yo estoy also means I am. Tú estás, you are. Él, ella está, he or she is. Nosotros estamos, we are. Vosotros estáis, you are. And ellos and ellas están, they are. How come? How is it the same? Don't worry, I'm going to teach you when to use each verb and how to differentiate it, okay? First of all, ser is used for permanent things. Things that last for a long period of time, as you can see in the following examples and the examples that we saw before. If I say María es española, here we're talking about her nationality and origin. María es profesora de español. Here we're talking about her occupation. María es trabajadora. We're describing that she's a hard-working person, so her personality in general. So we use el verbo ser to talk about things that are permanent, like talking about your nationality, religion, occupation, personality, and facts, such as la capital de España es Madrid. Rusia es el país más grande del mundo. And also to talk about the date, like hoy es lunes, or the time, es la una, son las 3. Now let's talk about el verbo estar. El verbo estar is used to talk about temporary things, such as your mood and emotions, prepositions of place, body postures, and marital status. Things that usually change. So if I say, María está casada y feliz. María is married and happy, which can change and was not like this before. The same for the feeling happy. It's not the entire time. María está en clase. María is in class. She could be in class now and later at home. So, María está en casa. So, location changes, estar. El pez está dentro de la pecera. The fish is inside the fish tank. El niño está sentado. He is sitting. The boy is sitting. El niño está de pie. He is standing. Some words could go with both verbs, ser and estar, but the meaning could change. Let's take a look. María es feliz. María is happy. María está feliz porque tiene una casa nueva. María is happy because she has a new house. See? This one changed a little bit. In both sentences, Maria is happy. In the first one, with ser, she is a happy person in general. In the second one, she is happy now, at the moment, temporary, because something caused her happiness, which is her new house. Now, let's practice and choose the correct verb. Laura, nerviosa porque tiene un examen. So is it es o está? Okay. Laura está nerviosa. Why? Because of the exam. María Luisa de Colombia. Eso está. María Luisa is de Colombia because it's permanent, okay? And we're talking about where she's from, her nationality. Número 3. Mohammed, musulmán, y Raúl, cristiano. Eso está. Es. Why? Because it's permanent, we're talking about religion. Mi esposo, doctor. Eso está. Mi esposo es doctor. Why? Because it's permanent and we're talking about the occupation. Miguel en el supermercado. Miguel, eso está. Está. Why? Because we're talking about location, place, and it's temporary. Bueno, eso es todo por ahora. Nos vemos en la próxima clase con las emociones y estados de ánimo. Adiós.